Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates tease that Hope Logan, Annika Noel, might express four powerful words to Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. But is her sincere request arriving too late? Let's explore Hope's romantic prospects and the potential impact of Liam's devastating revelation. Hope has been reflecting on the incredible man and father that Liam is. Despite the challenges they've encountered, she cherishes the beautiful moments they shared. Although both have caused each other significant pain, it's natural for Hope to feel hesitant about rekindling their romance and jeopardizing the friendship they've built. Reuniting would involve the risk of emotional turmoil, as these former lovers could repeat past mistakes and face further heartache. Nevertheless, Hope is aware that Liam was eager to reconnect a few months ago, and now Deacon Sharp, Scene Cannon, is subtly encouraging her to consider Liam once more. Despite Hope's efforts to present a united front as co-parents, she might soon reconsider the possibility of rekindling her romance with Liam. The more she contemplates starting anew with him, the more she could feel it's the right decision. Hope might muster the courage to express her feelings in a way that surprises Liam. But what will he say, considering he's presumably dying? This leads us to the pivotal question she may pose. Can we try again? Perhaps Hope will finally take that bold step and ponder whether Liam still harbors the desire to reunite, just as he did back in October 2024 on B and B. But unfortunately, Liam is currently facing a serious challenge with an inoperable brain mass, and it may be too late for another try with Hope. His doctors have deemed his condition terminal, which raises the question of whether Hope's emotional appeal comes too late for a romantic rekindling. The outcome hinges on whether this medical emergency leads to Liam's actual end, or if it's just another misleading plot twist, reminiscent of the experiences of Eric Forrester, John McCook, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. As Liam receives news about his critical tumor, he will strive to defy the grim forecasts regarding his health and seek effective treatment options. As The Bold and the Beautiful continues to pull viewers into its whirlwind of drama, betrayal, and heartache, Hope Logan is once again at the center of an emotional storm. This time, her heart is in turmoil, and her future with Liam Spencer hangs in the balance. As Liam grapples with his own emotional struggles, a moment of reckoning is coming, one that will force Hope to speak the four words that could change everything. But as the tension builds, will it be too late for the woman who once held Liam's heart? A fateful confrontation. The episode begins with Hope pacing back and forth in the Forrester Creations office. She's been trying to hold it together for weeks, but the pressure of keeping her emotions in check has become unbearable. After everything that has happened, the lies, the guilt, the heartbreak, Hope is finally ready to face the truth. But in the back of her mind, she knows that Liam is slipping further and further away from her grasp. In the previous episodes, Hope has tried to bury her pain. She's buried herself in work, leaned on family, and tried to ignore the cracks forming in her marriage. But Liam has changed. He's not the man she fell in love with all those years ago. Hope recognizes this, and her desperation grows with each passing day. The man she adores has become distant, and she knows the cause of it, his ongoing guilt and self-doubt surrounding his involvement in Luna's situation. Luna, the mysterious figure from Liam's past, has been an unspoken shadow in their marriage. Her presence looms over every conversation, every glance between Hope and Liam. Hope can see it in Liam's eyes. He's tortured by something. There are moments when he pulls away from her touch, when his thoughts seem to drift, and Hope knows that the weight of the world is on his shoulders. But now, in this pivotal moment, Hope decides she cannot remain silent any longer. She will not let Liam slip through her fingers without giving him one final heartfelt plea. Liam's struggles and the distance between them. For months, Liam has been a man divided. On the one hand, he feels a deep sense of responsibility for his actions regarding Luna. His attempt to save her from her own unraveling life has led to nothing but pain and confusion. Despite his best intentions, his involvement with Luna has left him feeling like a man who can't escape his past mistakes. At the same time, Liam is deeply torn about his relationship with Hope. She has stood by him, loving him unconditionally despite the emotional toll it has taken. But the fractures in their relationship are undeniable. He's aware of how his actions have hurt her, but his guilt has prevented him from finding the right way to heal the rift between them. And so, as the days go by, he becomes more and more withdrawn. But the turning point comes when Hope confronts him in the Forrester office. She can no longer bear the uncertainty of their future. After so many silent nights, so many unanswered questions, Hope is ready to speak her mind. She won't hold back anymore. "Liam, we need to talk," she begins, her voice soft but firm. Liam's gaze flickers, a mixture of regret and guilt in his eyes. "I know, Hope. I know things have been hard." Hope's heart aches at his words. They've danced around the subject of their fractured relationship for weeks, but now this is different. She needs him to understand the depth of her feelings, to know that this isn't just a momentary outburst of frustration. It's a culmination of months of heartache. "I love you, Liam," Hope says, her voice trembling with emotion. "But I need more than this. I need you to look at me. I need you to really see me. Because I can't keep pretending everything's okay when you're so far away." Liam's face tightens, the guilt eating away at him. He knows he's been distant. He knows that the weight of Luna's story, and his involvement in it, has taken its toll. He opens his mouth as if to say something, but the words fail him. How could he explain the turmoil in his heart? How could he make Hope understand that his love for her hasn't waned, but his own internal conflict has become all-consuming? But Hope isn't finished. This is the moment, the one where she finally speaks the words that could either save or end their marriage. "I can't do this anymore, Liam," she whispers, her eyes locked on his. "I need to know if you're still here with me, or if I've been holding on to a ghost." The silence that follows is deafening. Liam's breath hitches, and Hope feels her chest tighten with anxiety. The 4 words she is about to say might be the final plea she has left. Hope's 4 words. With tears welling in her eyes, Hope takes a step closer to Liam. She's scared. She's afraid that this conversation might lead them to the end. But at the same time, she knows that she can't keep living in limbo. She has to know the truth, no matter how painful it may be. In a voice barely above a whisper, she speaks the 4 words that have been building inside her for so long. "Do you still love me?" There is a brief pause. Liam's face contorts with emotion, and Hope watches as the man she once knew seems to break before her. She can see the agony in his eyes, the same agony that has been plaguing him for so long. He wants to say something. He wants to reassure her, to tell her that nothing in this world could ever change how he feels about her. But the words don't come. Instead, he looks away, as if the weight of his own guilt and shame is too much for him to bear. The silence grows, and Hope feels her heart shatter with every passing second. She's been waiting for him to say those words, to tell her that despite everything, they can find their way back to each other. But now, as the moment stretches on, she wonders if she's waited too long. The fallout. As the scene unfolds, the emotional intensity of the moment leaves both characters reeling. Hope, on the edge of despair, steps back, her heart in her throat. "Liam, if you can't even answer that simple question, then maybe I have my answer," she says, her voice trembling with a mixture of pain and resignation. Liam's gaze snaps back to her, his face pale. "Hope, it's not that simple." "I know," she replies, her voice breaking. "It never was it?" The words hang in the air, the weight of them too heavy to ignore. Liam is lost in a sea of self-doubt, unable to provide the clarity that Hope so desperately needs. And as he watches her turn and walk away, he realizes that, in this moment, he may have just lost her for good. Hope's 4 words were not just a question, they were a plea for reassurance, for hope, for a future. But in the end, it may have been a plea too late. The damage that has been done to their relationship might be irreversible, and the path ahead for both of them is uncertain. Moving forward, a cliffhanger. As the credits roll, viewers are left hanging on the edge of a cliff. Will Liam find the courage to admit his feelings? Can Hope and Liam rebuild their fractured bond? Or is this the beginning of the end for their once promising relationship? The next few episodes will be critical in determining whether Hope's heartfelt plea was enough to bring Liam back to her, or whether the rift between them has become too deep to mend. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, nothing is ever truly certain. But one thing is clear: Hope's 4 words will resonate long after the scene ends, and the consequences of this pivotal moment will continue to reverberate throughout the show's drama-filled landscape.